I hope you are doing well. I'm Salsabil Raudhah Shabrina, and just call me Salsa. I'm from class 04 SIGE001. I'm glad to be here with you today. And I'm here because I have to complete my final exams in public speaking. And the Honorable Ma'am Jasmina as a lecturer, thank you for always be patient with us as a student. I hope we can meet in another day. Well, I think the exam more difficult than yesterday, but I have to try my best. I hope that I will get the score I expected. Now let's get started. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Here I will present the research with the title An Analysis the Main Characters and the Plot in the Novel of Baharuddin Yusuf Habibi with the title Habibi and Ainun. Well, the writers of this research are Miss Yuliani, Mr. Marcus K. Salombe, and Abdul Waris. So, in the first chapter, I will explain about introduction, like background of the study of our research and research question, and also the purpose of study or research. So, the background of study or research, literature is a personal expression of feeling including experience, idea, motivation, and confidence in the concrete description by using language. The literature is a work of imagination which is beautiful. The literary work can bring us to the world of dream and take us away from reality. The literary work is born from the author's appreciation of the reality that the world cannot be separated from the knowledge and experience of the authors. And all that exists around the author bring encouragement and inspiration. In addition, there are many kinds of literary works. They are drama, poetry, and novel. We know that novel is a fiction, but this novel is the real story and never happened. Moreover, the reason why the writer chose to disguise the main characters of this novel was because this novel was created by the third president of Indonesia who wrote his love story with Hasri Ainun Habibi, actually his wife. This novel presents Habibi and Ainun, beautiful love story that will make many people feel touched when reading it. And then research questions. By reading this novel, we will understand about pure love of a couple human beings. The writer formulated the problems statement in the following questions. The first, how are the characters presented by Baharuddin Yusuf Habibi and Hasri Ainun Habibi in Habibi and Ainun? The second, how is the plot in the novel Habibi and Ainun? The objectives are to describe how the main characters and to describe the plot presented by Habibi in this novel Habibi and Ainun. So, the purpose of the study or this research is the aim of this research was to find out the main characters and the plot in Habibi and Ainun. Chapter 2, there is methodology. The writer used qualitative research method in her research. Qualitative method means the writer explains the result of analysis in the form of words and sentences. In collecting the data, the writer used the technique of content analysis. In this research, first of all, the writer had to read the novel repeatedly, and the entire novel was used as a research material. After that, the writer identified the parts of the story with regard to the main characters. Finally, the writer determined the elements of the story relating to the main character. In analyzing the data, the writer did some steps. There are firstly, the writer read the novel Habibi and Ainun, written by Baharuddin Yusuf Habibi, repeatedly. Secondly, the writer analyzed the main characters and plot of the novel. Thirdly, the writer read some references which are relevant with the research. Finally, the writer searched some sources from the internet. Well, in this chapter, the third chapter is the result. In order to understand about the characters, the writer just focused on the main characters, which became the central figures in the story. That's why the writer analyzed Habibi and Ainun based on the personalities. Habibi also became the good narrator who told the readers his experience in the story. According to the analysis which the writer had done, it can be concluded that Habibi and Ainun were included to the flat character. Habibi and Ainun had similar characters. We can see personalities between Habibi and Ainun in the following table. You can read from the following table that Baharuddin Yusuf Habibi is a genius, smart, romantic, caring, responsible, religious, faithful, hard worker, and lovely husband. Also, Hasri Ainun Habibi. She is a beautiful, smart, romantic, caring, responsible, religious, faithful, and also patient. According to the analysis that the writer did in her research, Habibi used a progressive plot. In novel Habibi and Ainun, Habibi started when Habibi and Ainun as the main characters met again after 7 years they never met. Then Habibi told all of the events which happened chronologically from the beginning to the end of the story. Well, the last chapter is the fourth chapter, that is a conclusion and suggestion. After analyzing the data, the researcher comes to the conclusion that the main characters are Habibi and Ainun, who have similar characters based on the personalities. Habibi's characters are genius, smart, romantic, caring, responsible, religious, faithful, hard worker, and lovely husband. And Ainun characters are beautiful, smart, romantic, caring, responsible, religious, faithful, and patient. Both of them also have flat characters because their characters are not changeable in every event. The plot of this novel is progressive plot. That exposition and rising actions are the beginning of the story. Climax is in the middle of the story, while falling action and resolution are the ending of the story. In the beginning, it starts from Habibi returned to Indonesia and he met Ainun again. In Bandung and married her. The middle of the story is when Habibi and Ainun were heading back to Aachen, Germany. The story also told about their life struggle in Germany, which is not as easy as in Indonesia. Habibi got a mandate from Suharto for coming back to Indonesia and made an airplane. Also, he stepped down from the presidency in October 1999 as soon as the People's Consultative Assembly rejected his presidential report. After stepping down, he thought it was the time now to focus on his wife because Ainun got ill. The ending of the story is when Ainun was in hospital until he was in another dimension. She died at the age of 72 after 45 years of living together with Habibi. In connection with conclusion above, the writer would to give some suggestions. First, students who are interested in learning literature should read a lot about literary works, such as a novel, in which they can get some moral values. Second, teachers should use some strategies in teaching literary work as one of the lessons at school, so that a student can enjoy studying and reading literary works, especially novel. Well, I think enough. Sorry for my mistakes. I hope this is useful for us. And see you. Thank you.